Tea time with librarians. Welcome everyone to Tea Time with Librarians. My name is Lacey Klemm and I'm the Northwest Regional Coordinator for the Indiana State Library. And our guest today is Courtney Brown, also from the Indiana State Library. Courtney, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Are you ready to spill some tea?
I think so. Let's do it.
Okay, so to start, please let us know what your position is at ISL and give a brief description of what you do.
So I'm the director of the Evergreen Indiana Library Consortium. I've been at the state library for 8 years, but I am pretty new in this position. So I've been in this role about 7 months, 8 months maybe. I started at the state library as a regional coordinator, like you. And I did that for 7.5 years before transitioning into the Evergreen role. So a little bit about Evergreen, Indiana. It's a community of independent libraries all throughout the state. Um, they all use the Evergreen ILS and share resources. We currently have 131 libraries in the consortium, again, all throughout the state, all sizes, big and small. And we have 6 libraries waiting to join our consortium. So my job is to make sure the day-to-day runs smoothly for consortium members. So that means I do a little bit of everything, kind of like a lot of us in the library world do, right? So things like project management, um, technical support, bookkeeping, event planning. I work with vendors, the governance committees, um, library staff. And then I also work with the greater Evergreen ILS community, so beyond our state. So every day is different, and there's always something to do.
Because Evergreen is not just in Indiana, correct? It's
Correct.
throughout, is
Yes,
it the
Evergreen,
world or is it just more of
it
like, okay,
is.
okay.
It is. It's an open source software, and anyone can grab it and use it. Um, we our consortium um, does work closely with other consortiums that use Evergreen. So uh, yeah, and it's all throughout the world. It's not just in the United States.
That's pretty amazing. And I know that Evergreen is a nice resource for those libraries to be able to share, at least in Indiana, all of their resources with each other.
Yes.
So, what is one aspect of your job that you found surprising?
I'm really surprised by, and maybe surprised isn't the right word. I'm in awe of the community built around our consortium. Everyone is so willing to help out another library. When we have new libraries join our consortium, there's usually at least one person from another Evergreen library there on launch day just to support staff. You know, change is scary, even good change. So um, we in the admin team definitely support libraries, but they get that from other libraries as well. Um, when libraries have to recatalog their entire collection, we have things called cataloging parties, which sounds silly because cataloging doesn't sound like a party. But they are fun, I promise. But it's where staff members from other Evergreen libraries come to that library and just work together to knock out that task. I just really like being a part of that kind of community.
That's pretty awesome, that there's such support system with the other libraries to like say, hey, let me come and help you out while you get get started. And that's a really great resource to have behind your back. Because like you said, recataloging your whole collection, it's it takes some work and time and
Yes,
patience.
it sure does.
So,
It sure does. And if you can have a party, I mean, you might as well.
and bring some food. It's great. We
Yeah.
us librarians love food, so give us
Exactly.
food, we will come. So are you currently working on any projects you would like to share with us today?
Yeah, there are a few things I'm pretty excited about coming up. Um, first, I've been working with a consultant for our strategic plan since I started this position, and the consultant had been working with the um, Evergreen team before I started. And this is the Evergreen Indiana's consortium's first ever strategic plan. So that's pretty exciting for existing for, is it 16 years? This is the first time there'll be some strategic visioning. So I'm really excited about that. We have put out surveys to Evergreen library staff, but also non-Evergreen library staff. Some of those answers have been pretty interesting. And then our consultant's going to come here in person next month, and then we'll start putting that plan together. So I would say by May of this year, we should have a strategic plan, and then we can get started on it. Um, Another thing I'm excited about is we have a conference this year. We have an Evergreen Indiana conference every other year, and this is a conference year. So I'm just getting started on planning that. It's going to be August 15th here at the Indiana State Library. And I think this is the first time it's been at the State Library. So I am excited about that as well. And then the other big thing I'm excited about are all these migrations. Like I said, we have 6 libraries ready to join our consortium. Um, our first one is going to be Ohio County Public Library from Rising Sun, Indiana. And I'm excited to work with these new libraries to get them on board and get them comfortable with the consortium.
You jumped into quite a few things, didn't you, when you first started?
I jumped right in. I jumped right into the whirlwind of things.
It's a trial by fire, I guess they say.
Exactly. Yes. I think I'm doing all right. I'm still here.
Absolutely. And having a conference, that's fun. We're doing a lot of conferences at the Indiana State Library this year, so that's great.
Yeah. They just got all that new AV equipment. That's why I'm excited about having it here.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the training, so
Yeah.
hopefully it's easy to use. I'm
Yeah.
a little I like to say I'm a little tech savvy, but not, great. So, but as
Yeah.
long as it's simple, I'm pretty good.
Yeah.
Um, so what do you find to be the most rewarding part of your job?
I feel like this is such a stereotypical librarian answer, but I love helping people find what they need, whether that's, a book or something in the Indiana code or helping someone decipher, consortium policy like I do in this role. I like being helpful. I like people to have what they need to be comfortable, especially in this role, because especially with like migrating libraries, like I said, change is hard, even if it's good change, and can be uncomfortable. And I just want everyone to feel um, as good as they can in those kind of situations.
I think that's for a lot of us. What I still love about my role as a coordinator is that I still get to be helpful and answer those like questions. And I'm a reference librarian at heart, so if I don't know it, I'll find it.
Yes,
So I
yes,
do enjoy that aspect. And then also just getting to see the different libraries in Indiana because I always say I'm just like up in my bubble in Lake County, and I have just been all over places that I never even knew existed. So it's been pretty
yeah.
awesome.
It's fun to see other libraries and see what other people are doing. It's so exciting.
Yeah, definitely part of my favorite one of my favorite parts of the job is being able to travel around and see the different libraries. And I know you got out a little bit too with some of your regional evergreen like roundtables or whatever you want to call them. So that was
Hmm.
pretty exciting. I know you came up to like Porter County and I was able to come to that. So those are fun too, just so you can get those people together and talking and getting
Yeah,
ideas.
those
So
Those are called our regional user groups, and we do those on the off conference years. So we did those last year, and we went to 7 different libraries in about, was it 8 weeks? No, 6 weeks maybe. It was a
Wow.
lot. We were on the road a lot, but it was fun. It's,
Yeah, sounds like it. That's a lot to do like in 8 weeks.
it is. It was a lot. I learned a lot, meaning don't schedule that many and that close together. But yeah, it was great.
Well, that's awesome, and I can see why you would want to stagger that. You don't want to do that in a conference year because it being on the DIY committee, I my eyes are opening to what it goes and what it takes to put together a conference, and it's a lot. So you got to give yourself some leeway there for
Yeah. I'm
doing
definitely
that.
going to
So
start planning early.
yeah, it's never really too early to start planning. So but it's fun. I'm enjoying it, especially when you have a good team with you to help you with it. So.
Yeah, that does help.
So the last question is that I ask everybody because we are librarians and hopefully lovers of literature. What are you currently reading or listening to at the moment?
Right now, I am reading an advanced reader copy of a book called Tell Me What You Did by, I think it's Carter Wilson. I don't know if it's literature, but it's it's pretty good. It's a psychological thriller about a true crime podcaster who might have some crime in her background as well. It's one of those ones you just read really fast. I'm probably going to finish it tonight because it's just so good. But I also have a 3-year-old daughter, so I read a lot of Pete the Cat books. Like your earrings
Oh, awesome.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Daniel Tiger, all of that good stuff. I read a lot of that too.
I was going to ask you what you've been reading to your daughter because I love picture books. I was a children's librarian for a short period of time, but those were always the most fun to be able to like sit and read through and get ready for story times and stuff. So I'm always interested in what the kids are really enjoying right now. So yeah, Pete the Cat
Yeah.
is awesome.
Yeah, we love Pete the Cat. Yeah, I was a children's librarian before my time at the state library as well. So it's been fun picking books out for her.
Yeah, I love, like Don't Let the Pigeon Drive the Bus.
Hmm.
One of my favorites is, Where the Wild Things Are. Just yeah, the crayons books, which I can't think of the
Oh
name right
yeah.
now. Or the Dragons Love Tacos. I love all those.
Yes, yes. I right now I think her favorite now is Brown Bear. So we've been reading a lot of that. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, um when I was younger, my mom would read to me so much that I would like memorize the books and then I could just like sit and read it and people are like, "Can she read?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, she can read." I'm like, I just had it memorized because it was read to me so many times. So that was always my little
Yeah.
party trick. Well, thank you so much for being on our tea time with librarians today. This was a wonderful conversation and keep on doing all the great things that you are with Evergreen and good luck with the conference planning. And just thank you so much.
Thank you.